Welcome to another episode of the Infinitenature podcast. I am your host, LaToya, and today I am discussing knowing when someone is either a friend, lover, or client. The Rescuer Archetype Explained, Part 2. Hello, everyone. This is LaToya of Infinite Nature, and I am back with a new podcast. So yesterday I did a part one, I will say, of friend, lover, or client, the rescuer archetype explained. And I went into an explanation of what the archetype is and, talked about the post that I wrote on it and talked about my own personal experiences with the rescuer and how sometimes we connect with people who are here to teach us something, and vice versa. They're here to we're here to teach them, and they're here to teach us something. We play the student teacher role interchangeably, but sometimes, there's instances where we may confuse a relationship, a romantic relationship, or a friendship for something more than what it really is meant to be, or whatnot. Now, don't get me wrong. I do know that our most important relationships in our lives are here to catapult us on a journey of healing within our own families. I can definitely say that within my own marriage, that has catapulted me on a huge or self-reflection and growing within and tapping into my triggers and all of that, not just within my marriage, even before then. But the point I'm making is you still can learn a lot from the valuable people in your lives, people that are very important, people who are have been a very consistent figure in your life, of course. However, there are times where we have tried to, I'll speak for myself, where I've tried to push myself into being in a relationship with someone who was not interested in being in a relationship with me in that particular way. Yeah, they definitely wanted some things from me. Yeah, they definitely saw certain value in me, but for their own benefit, right? So that's the point I'm trying to make when I say is somebody a friend, a lover, or a client. And the reason why I say that, because I was involved with somebody before I met my husband. I was involved with somebody who I really liked, who I thought I was in love with. However, come to find out, like, it was just not what it was supposed to be. However, that relationship or situationship supported me in being able to look within and to love myself better. Not only to love myself, not even better, to love myself and to honor myself and to create boundaries with myself and others. And not only that, I recall this person asking me, I'm not even going into details about it because I will leave that for my Patreon, which I will be sharing soon. But I recall one of the last times that I did speak to this person, they said, I would like for you to be like my spiritual advisor. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, why would you want me to be why would you want me to be your spiritual advisor or something like that? Now, mind you, we were involved with, it was more than friends, but it was not even a relationship. It wasn't a committed relationship. And that's one of the worst things that you can get yourself in if you're not built for that. Some people are fine with being in those types of arrangements. I wasn't, okay? So I'm not built for that. But it was just a really weird space. And without going into too much detail, because I'd rather save this for more candid conversations on my Patreon. But it was just mind-boggling to me. But looking back on it, looking back on it years later, I realized that this person saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself. My ability to inspire people, my ability to support people, my ability to help guide people in a certain way. And it's so in alignment with, my personality type. And I know that some people may not believe in personality types, may not believe in astrology, may not believe in numerology, but these are all sciences. And when you look at, when you take the time to study these things, there's a certain level of truth. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to define yourself completely as these things, but it really helps you to discover who you are as a person. And with me being an INFJ, and me Googling what INFJ encompasses so I can look on different websites, and I was just shocked when I saw that, in relation to it, it's the advocate, it's the counselor, you know, it's the person that's inspirational, that's the person that's idealistic, it's the person that is very sensitive to their surroundings, and sometimes they don't even realize that they are picking up other people's stuff that's not even theirs. So being able to learn about those things within myself, it was just like, wow, this person saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. It wasn't really supposed to be a romantic relationship. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to come together to learn about ourselves. So that's the point that I wanted to make when I say, is this person a friend, a lover, or, a client? Because sometimes, when you are in a role of, when you naturally have, are a facilitator of health, because to me the creator is the only one that truly heals. But when you are called to be a facilitator of health in some way, shape, or form, you may end up attracting people in your life that need some level of support or whatnot. And if you are not able to recognize it or identify it, or if you're not able to do things for your own self that will support you in identifying, recognizing your own triggers, like having a therapist, having a life coach, reading self-help books, taking classes, and all of these things that really will support you in your own journey, is really easy to get in these situations over and over again. Thankfully, I learned this relatively early. I was still in my 20s, so I was able to recognize this, and I'm still learning these things. But I just wanted to share that, just so that people just remember just to be more gentle with yourself when it comes to your experiences, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to interacting with others. Is really here for a purpose that's way bigger than we can only imagine. And when we take the time to be more objective to our experiences, and I have to remind myself of this, it makes the process way more easier, and we don't take things as personal. So that's all that I wanted to share for now, and thank you so much for tuning in to my podcast. Stay tuned for more episodes coming up soon. You can still follow me on social media at Instagram at Infinitenature1, Twitter at Infinitenature1, Tumblr at Infinitenature, and Facebook at Infinitenature. So have a great day. Bye.